everybody is talking about what's the brother's name? John Morton's. He wants to do like 7 to 8. I heard 10 to 12 explosive plays a game. So he wants the offense to be more explosive. Obviously, they have a lot of players that can help him achieve that. But now they're talking about giving more control of the Lions' offense to Jared Goff. So usually what that means is he's going to be able to change plays at the line of scrimmage, check in, check out of stuff. Maybe have a little bit more imprint on play calling. Where before that, I think, Ben Johnson, he pretty much controlled that, which, like I said, there's no point. So as the older you get, the more wisdom and control you get. It's like your child. As you get older, hit certain milestones. Sometimes it might be about age, it might be about maturity. Okay, you give him a key to get on his house. You let him walk to the bus by himself eventually. Eventually, you give him a key. You get home from school, you open up the door yourself. Take off uniform, eat a snack, do your homework. Then you give him more and more responsibility. Okay, you don't need a babysitter no more. You can watch yourself. I order pizza, or food is on the stove. You give him more and more responsibility. As he gets older and older and older and older and older, that's how the game goes. And as a quarterback, once you do stuff so much, you see so much, you accomplish so much, you learn so much. Now you are all right. You get full control of the playbook. What you like here? They ask you that. Okay, you can check out of this. Check it. Oh, you don't like that? Let's do that. You're a rookie. You do what the fuck I tell you to do. Not Goff is starting to hit his physical prime. All right, let's let him call his own shots. Let's let him check out of this. Let's get his input a little bit more on the game plan each week. They ask you to do what you don't like, what you feel comfortable with, what you don't feel comfortable with. They'll see the tape, break it down and stuff. So instead of the Lions actually adding a new toy, their new toy is the offensive coordinator and David Shaw. So they're gonna keep a lot of the things that they did last year, but you're gonna see a lot of new stuff. So obviously, if it worked, teams are still gonna be adjusting to the Detroit Lions offense. So I like it. Well, as you hit milestones, as you get more money, as you do more years in the league, I believe you deserve more responsibility. In certain situations, you should have more of a voice on what happens and on the roster. You deserve that voice. What happens on the roster? So yeah, I feel that way. With more money and with more years of wisdom come great responsibility. So yeah, I look forward to seeing this Lions offense. Am I sure it's going to 100% work? No. Am I sure it's going to be some road bumps? Absolutely. Am I sure they're going to leave some stuff that's already in there? Yes. John Morton was here when they installed this offense. Are you going to see some different things? Absolutely. Are you going to see some things that they did in Denver? Yes. Did they try to do in Denver? Yes. Are you going to see some things that John Morton always wanted to do and David Shaw wanted to do? Yes. As soon as they patch up this offensive line a little bit more, they probably get another weapon or two in the draft. It's going to be interesting. So the Lions offense continues to evolve, not because of personnel, you know what I'm saying? Because they got new people calling the shots. Me, in my opinion, I would like to see them play more. I like to see them be more old school in their run game. I would like to see the return of the power O and the athletic guards kicking out and lead and getting in front and leading. I would like to see more pulls and more powers and more whams and more slams. I like to see more of that. I like to see full house, offset eye, weeks. I like to see that. I like to see the Lions in a more power style run game where they getting downhill and it's you versus me. We putting a hat on the hat. That's kind of how their defense is built. It's built to stop the run. We gonna put a hat on the hat. We gonna clog the run holes up. And I like to see the offense get more dirt, grimy and dirty. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see the offense be like, man, we gonna impose our will more. I like to see them play an old school brand, a snot nose, 80s, 90s football. Even when they tossing it, getting them big uglies out in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And them big uglies get to pulling. Man, it get ugly out here. I like to see them use more of a fullback. I love to see that. I ain't gonna lie. I love to see that from the Detroit Lions, where they get more old school and more power. They got the personnel to do it. Gibbs ain't no hole between the tackles. Montgomery ain't no hole. They got the offensive lineman. These guys can pull, kick. I like to see them pull the guard, whammy. Man, I like to see a lot more of that, like power football from them. Because, dudes ain't doing that no more. Even Philly really ain't pretty much doing it no more. They usually single backing it a little bit, doing cutesy stuff. But that's really Saquon. I like to see them just get back to that raw shit. I love to see the Lions get back to that raw shit. That old school. Remember on Little Giants, what was his favorite play? When they pulled everybody and then get the ball on the toss, I forget what it was called. I like to see football get back to that. I like to see the line, somebody get back to that. With these smaller linebackers today and a lot of these defenses built for speed, man, you'll kill the game today with that offense. You'll kill the game with that offense today. Then you can also still spread it out. Kind of a nice multi-defense, but I like to see Goff get more. I like to see Goff get more. I like to see Goff get more control. It'd be interesting. I think Sean McVay babied him. I think he was telling him, where to throw the ball and stuff allegedly before the play. Instead of fixing the problem, he kind of put a Band-Aid over the Goff problem when he got to LA. It was so much expectation on him. He was I think he was the youngest head coach in football, maybe in history. And they was expecting him to, instant gratitude and they was expecting instant results. So he just patched up Goff. And they never really fully fixed the true problem with Goff. And I think that's what Dan and Ben Johnson and them did. They fixed the problem with Jared Goff. But hey, that's all I pretty much had to say. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.